Welcome to Title Talk with your host, Drew Wishover, entrepreneur, a published author, and owner of Inspired Title Group, along with his co-host and CEO, Amy Maley. Each week, they offer you some laughs, industry terminology, tips and strategies, along with the occasional real estate professional to help educate you as it pertains to buying, selling, or just plain old homeownership. Thanks for spending time with them. Now, let's jump into today's episode of Title Talk.
Happy playoff baseball to Red Sox today.
It's Chicago, actually it's in Houston. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Aim.
Hi, Drew.
I'm Amy.
I'm Drew.
You are. No. Good deal. That worked for the minute. That was good stuff.
I tried.
Hey, welcome to Title Talk. It's Thursday.
And
we've got a fabulous show here planned. We have a beautiful backdrop supporting a little bit of the White Sox playoff run. For those fans that are out there in your White Sox gear, get ready.
Did you watch the game yesterday at all? The Dodgers-Cardinals game?
Oh my gosh.
That was
I did not. I only, because I was
you were working.
I was businessing. And,
I watched
yes, that was.
It was a pretty good game.
Yeah. Actually, the wild card games have been fun, but
except for the last one.
Well,
it was like 6-1.
Yeah. But a lot of people are they enjoy the Yankees losing because just.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did a little happy dance.
Yeah. Right.
Not to be a jerk, but
Houston, 3:00. Be there. It's gonna be crazy.
I was looking at tickets for the game Sunday.
Yeah.
Because my anniversary is coming up. Are you? Yeah, my anniversary is coming up on the 17th, so I was like, I'll surprise Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's gonna be out of town.
Oh, nothing to surprise.
Sorry, babe.
Oh well.
I thought about you.
Exactly. Look at what you could have had.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
I'm just looking to, I'd like to just look out our back windows here and just, be out on the field tossing the ball around. But instead it's rainy and gloomy and good thing the game wasn't here in Chicago today,
Legitimately, I woke up at 6:30 and that's what I thought. Thank God they aren't playing here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, welcome. Again, we are Inspired Title, and we are your title team for the ages. We're the friendly title company.
The title company that cares.
We are. We're so different than everybody else, and let us show you why. So give us a shot and give us a shout. And today, lots of fun.
Drew and I haven't talked at all this morning, which is weird.
It is very weird.
We were busy in our stuff. We usually so it'll be interesting to see how this one goes.
Yeah, we did. I mean, so the prep that we did for this was just a quick discussion on what we're going to talk about.
Like a 12-second discussion.
Yesterday, maybe 2 days ago. Yeah.
So strap on. I wonder what today's going to look like.
Our next topic, our title talk.
Yeah, we're going to kind of cruise into it.
I want you to kind of start this out because I have a lot of emotion in this. Right? And we've interviewed a lot of people.
We've talked to so many people.
And the underlying message in all of our interviews, in all of our meetings with business professionals in the industry, outside the industry, and even clients, the key takeaway, the biggest point that is ever made is communication.
Yes. I'm going to start this on the hiring side of this. So, we've been talking about last couple months that we've been hiring because we've been blessed to be busy.
Ann Garvin just wanted to say hi. Love you guys.
Oh.
Hi, Ann.
Hi, Ann.
Love you. Miss you. Are you coming in for Thanksgiving or Christmas? So we've been blessed to be busy. So we've been in the process of hiring people. And so I never realized how frustrating it was to not get a call back or an answer until it started happening time and time again. So right off the bat, the first 3 people I called in the one day just didn't answer.
Right.
It was left messages. It was no callback. It was no anything.
Now, let me preface that with they reached out to us.
Yes.
It's not like you were cold calling.
They sent in resumes.
So they've expressed the interest in the position.
Mm-hmm. So emails didn't work. Phone. I was like, okay, maybe they just don't check their emails all the time.
Right.
Which, I don't check it religiously.
Yeah.
And then it was phone call, no answer.
Right.
So then we're like, okay, what other forms of communication are, big nowadays? What it's social media.
Yep.
It's Facebook. Facebook is like, the easiest way to get in touch with a lot of people quickly.
For sure.
So we had a lot of interest on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had 15, 20 applications, candidates within, a couple days. I had some great, messaging going on through Facebook, had some great texting, had a great phone call to just get stood up on the day of.
Right.
Like, it's just, for those of you in, like, the younger range of this, because I'm getting to the older point of this, for you younger people, communication is so important in every facet of your life. And I keep saying this to my mom on a weekly basis. The older I get, the smaller the world gets.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point, you will be applying for a job, and you will run into somebody who knew you when you didn't go to that other interview, or when you just stopped responding, or when that happened. So you have to communicate. You have to be honest. I don't care if that honesty is, I'm not interested in the job, but I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. You have to communicate.
I think that's a nice play into my want of this conversation, because the thing that we pride ourselves in as a company is our timeliness to respond to our clients and customers. We understand the need for communication because you can't really assume anything in our business.
No.
So the need to really express and understand and help those that don't know what we do understand feel better. It really does soften the process and ease this thing. The thing that I have written time and time again on any negative feedback that we've ever gotten with regard to our business or something that has happened in a situation or a closing or with some of our team, I never, ever open up with the excuse train. I'm opening up with, here's how we understand that, that we made a mistake. It's owning the reality of what took place. So the communication is not just communicating as far as knowledge goes. It's communicating intelligently to say, I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of excuses as to why this went wrong and things didn't happen. I'm going to acknowledge the fact of your complaining or your upsettedness and say, look, you don't want to hear the excuses, and I'm not going to give them to you. I'm going to tell you that I appreciate you taking the time and sharing that. I'm sorry that this happened, and let me know what we can do to fix this. Or here's how we plan to fix this. Mm-hmm. Or here's the solution and an opportunity for you to give us another chance, because this isn't normal practice. So often do people ride the excuse train.
And people can smell the BS from a million miles away.
I want to be transparent. We made a mistake. I'm fine with admitting that. I'm a big enough person to go, we're not perfect. Here's this again.
Yeah.
Inspired Title is not perfect.
But we are perfect at trying to make up for our mistakes.
Right.
I 100% will say that time and time again. I don't believe in
when we drop a ball, the team collectively comes together and rallies around that mistake in trying to solve whatever that is. I take pride in that. Therefore, I am very confident in my right or communication to a client, to a colleague, or even team member that says, look, I'm not going to say, well, it was because of this and because of that, and I had to do my hair last night, and I'm not going to give all that. What I'm going to give you is I'm going to give you truths and realities that say, yep, this happened. This is not our normal practice, and we are now better prepared to handle that circumstance going forward, and we would like the opportunity to show you the inspired way, and by me just doing that has gained so much more positive recognition from our clients that allow them the ability to come back.
Right.
we have a couple different facets of what we do, development and the title side of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm inundated every day with why things aren't being done. The reasons behind all of the things that are not being done. Is that communication? Is what we're asking for out of line for what we do?
No.
And I think that is, Amy and I speak very often about this topic with our team as well as others outside. And I think that from these talks, we've each developed our own speak on nobody is listening to what we're saying because they're listening to reply. They're already formulating in their head their excuse to reply to our question or concern about what we're asking. Why is this not done? When this was being said, why did this not take place? Like the timeline of events, we're only going based upon what we see and what we know.
And what people tell us.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Communication is such a broad definition or word that encompasses so many things. It's vague when you say, wow, you're a good communicator. What does that mean? To me, a good communicator is one who doesn't leave any question
Right.
to the question. If I'm going to tell you that I'm going to do A, B, and C, there's no doubt in my mind that I'm doing A, B, and C.
Right.
I trust that with Amy. I trust that with our team. I also expect that from people who we work with. So
you believe what you're told.
Right. So when somebody tells us that we're going to do A, B, and C, I therefore go out and communicate to others that, we
got
A, B,
it.
and C is going to be done because,
They said so.
yeah,
We got it.
yeah, Tommy over here said that was going to be done. So I guess that I'm going to go with that. I'm going to move forward and share that information. Oh, wait, Tommy didn't get that done? So who's angry? The guy in front. But who said it? Me. But Tommy doesn't have any problems. Tommy's free and clear.
It's like
Therein lies that problem of, so do I not share and communicate what I'm excited about communicating to the client, the person who's asking, the buyer of a home, because I know that I was told it was going to be done, but I'm not confident that it's going to be done. So should I not be confident because it was communicated to me? So
you're questioning everything you hear, which
Right.
is such a weird feeling too.
it's such a horrible space to occupy, where we're taken for our word in business.
Yeah.
And if our word is that we can do something, because that's what we were told,
Right.
what's the validity of your word? How do we start trusting people for their word? And breaking it down, simply back to what Amy said before, as simple as, I'm interested in this job. Breakdown, 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 but I'm not going to ever reply to you. That's where it starts. So communication has,
There's so many facets of communication. There's just
and the impacts are even greater.
huge.
The impacts are even greater.
Whether it be the lack of communication or the lies through communication, it's just, there's so many ways it can impact and affect.
I live on, if you're going to do something, tell me, that's great. But if you have no intentions of doing it, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know that what you might do. I don't want to guess that might happen. I don't want to wonder and bet on, you said you were gonna. So just do it. Just show me. Because we've fallen so many times on those fallacies of truth. Being, we'll have this to you by Friday. This will be done tomorrow. I'll meet you on Wednesday. To none of those taking place. Then what was your intention when you said it? So communication, for me, is having an intent to carry out your words. Otherwise, don't speak them. There's no purpose to speak them to then not back them up. Who looks foolish? Who loses credibility? Where's the impact? I mean, unfortunately, right now, it's really on us because we foolishly have moved on and carried that. But
Because you believe people's words are
right, I'm crazy like that. I'm silly because I've went ahead and took what you said and took it to the bank. Well, I there's nothing I could do with it. I'm picketing in front of the vacant building. I'm standing out there just naked and free because I was told something that is not happening. And therefore, I'm the one that takes the brunt of that issue. So communication, I don't think gets any merit and value for really the impacts that it carries. And in business, it's a pyramid of conversation and communication. It starts at the ground level, and I've told Amy 100 times, you can't put a house on a rocky foundation. So you got to build that foundation, and for us, that foundation of trust is through that communication of you guys telling us what you're going to do and people saying what they're going to say. That's why we carry and put a heavy weight on communication in our business, in our team, and we value the words that we speak to our clients because of how much hurt we've received and been on the other side of that. So,
and you always say people are as good as their word.
Right.
But if their words aren't right, then what do we have to go on?
Right. Inspired Title lives the entire communication role. We've been told it enough by the industry that it's important. We probably over-communicate to a certain degree and say things that maybe people go, well, why are you telling me that? I know. Great. If we just want to make sure.
Just want to make sure, yeah.
That's safe.
Right.
That's okay. There's no negative connotation to that. The negative comes in the other side of that when you assume and don't say it.
Right.
No, err on the other side.
Over-communicate.
Right. Err on the side of that. Err on the side of being
Just
being
want to make
repetitious.
sure we're all on the same page.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a harmless thing. Some people get offended, and that's within them. And we've spoken about that in other forums. But the reality is if people are going to appreciate your going out of your way to communicate a circumstance, situation, obstacle, positive event, negative event.
Right.
And then as you alluded to before, communication is also good with saying, I can't do it.
Or I'm not interested. Or thanks, but no
I'm not
thanks.
able to do what you're asking me. That's fine.
But it's hard.
But it's hard.
So people try to avoid it.
So they just shy away from the communication of that. They'll say, yep, I can do it. And because they don't want to look like they can't. Well, guess what? What's the end result? You didn't do it.
It just postpones it.
Yeah. It's no different than how it started. You couldn't do it at the beginning. You can't do it at the end. What's the end result? It's the same. So say it. Share the event. Share the reality.
Be transparent.
Right. Yes, maybe the listener gets upset because they were really counting on you to do that, but we're going to respect you more for the communication
Yes.
and the honest truth versus them counting on you and then letting them down later. Let them down out of the gate. Sweep the leg and let them go, I appreciate your honesty with that.
Because 99% of people will say, well, they'll be upset initially, but then they'll, digest for 5 minutes and say thank you for being honest.
Right.
Instead of leading it on for
Exactly.
3 weeks.
I've lived that. I've been absolutely approached in that same circumstance numerous times to commend those that have come to me and say, Drew, I'm just not at a place that I can take that on. Yeah, it's
And you say
frustrating.
thank you.
Yeah, but I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I literally say thank you. And they kind of go, what? Yes. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for being transparent. Thank you for recognizing your limitations. Nobody wants to have limitations. Well, guess what, folks?
We're humans.
We're humans. We need limitations.
And we have them.
You can't do it all. I mean, I have my cape tucked in right now.
I was going to say, are you
know,
listening to what you're saying?
Yes.
You can't do it all.
I can't.
But
and I've
you
recognized that, but I try. Oh, I try. Oh, I try. So anyway, communications in business,
Be
guys.
open, be honest, be transparent, and I promise you will get good results.
Amen. Amen. Well said. Whew. Yes. Carrying on now.
Can we go back to laughing and talking in French?
Yes.
In case you didn't know,
Uh,
Drew wrote a book. I'm
did.
sitting with a published author.
You are. I am a published author of the book, The 2 Hour Difference. 2 hours. You can get a lot more of this. But it's
And you
written-
should, he has a couple. If you want to purchase, you should come here and buy, and he will sign for you.
Yes, I do. I have a handful here that I can sign for you on
Do
the
it.
spot.
Do it.
And, get your copy today. It's really a good read for.
It's an easy read.
It is an easy read.
And not in a disrespectful way, and
No.
it's a easy to follow, easy to digest, and easy to put to use kind of book.
It is. There's a self-help pieces to it where you can really probably connect and attach to certain pieces of it that will relate to you. Not every part of it is, but certainly there's different aspects that you can relate to. So available on Amazon, and happy to sign a copy for you guys. And please get your copy today.
Mine's highlighted already.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for supporting that. And closing up our show for today. How about it? You got a quote?
I do.
Oh.
I forgot, but yes, I do.
You do have a quote.
I do.
Share your quote with the world, Aim.
I'm going Hank Aaron.
Oh, Henry.
You may not think you're going to make it. You
Uh-oh.
may want to quit, but if you keep your eye on the ball, you can accomplish anything. Set goals. Follow goals.
Very good.
Keep your eye on the ball.
Very good. And I can sum up life in 3 words. It goes on. Well, there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode that we are just thankful for each and every time we get to visit with you guys and come to you and share some time.
Yeah.
The Inspired Title Group wants to say thank you, and we appreciate you for everything, the support, the listenership, the community. We are happy to do the show each and every week, and it is because of you that we are able to do it. So please follow us on social media, our Facebook
YouTube.
page, our YouTube, our Instagram.
And as always, if you have a company that you want us to come out and take a look at, if you have a charity that you love working with, please let us know. Please
Right.
send us an email, and it is something that we will definitely look into because we're always looking for organizations that
Absolutely.
align with what we're doing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
it's
My bad.
perfect.
Yeah.
We want to get out in the community and really make a place out there and get to know the community around us and let them get to know us and a little bit more about us. So until next week, go Sox. Hopefully we're coming back with a chance to the American League
3
Championship
o'clock.
Series.
Tune in tonight.
Yes,
today.
indeed.
This afternoon.
Yes, indeed. We'll be there. Until next week, everybody. My name's Drew.
And my name is Amy.
Peace, everybody. Have a great week.
Well, there you have it. That is it for this week's edition of Title Talk. Be sure to head over to our Inspired YouTube page and subscribe and like. And make sure you follow the team on Instagram and Facebook. Join us again next time for more tips and knowledge from the industry pros. Thanks again for listening.